So, did Earl leave the group because of that Aaliyah situation?
Yes, that's exactly why he left. Probably wasn't even a day or two after he told me that he was gone.
Okay, so now, and you guys were together before R. Kelly, right?
Right.
So here's your homie who you guys came up with
Right.
is leaving the group over some crazy shit.
Right, basically. But you know how I had to look at it though, Vlad? I had to say, okay, what if I worked at Walmart and one of my friends that worked there too, he doesn't like what's going on there and he decides to leave. What does that do for me and my family and me living? I can't leave off that. See what I'm saying? Especially when I know the dynamic of the relationship that you guys have. I don't even know if you're telling the truth or not. So I had to stay there. And Rob told me, he asked me, he said, "Where's Earl?" I said, "He left." He said, "Why did he leave?" I said, "Well, he said he saw you and Aaliyah on the back of the bus." And he said, "Well, what that got to do with his check?" And I said, "Well, I guess nothing." And he said, "Well, since he left, I'm going to pay you what he got plus what I'm paying you. Now, would you leave?"
Well, first of all, before I answer that question,
It's a one-sided interview.
what you're telling me right now is that R. Kelly didn't even deny it.
I'm telling you exactly what he told me.
Right. He didn't say that's bullshit, he's a liar. He said, and?
Right. Like, what does that have to do with him?
Okay. Me personally, I would not work for someone who's a child molester, but that's just me.
Right. I feel you. But I
especially,
didn't know that.
Especially if the child molester didn't even deny it. Now, if there's a little bit of fuzziness going on, like this dude's probably lying, then I'd have to think about it. But if my boss was a child molester, I'd be out.
Right.
Me personally. But I'm not going to judge anyone in their position. You guys are, have to feed your own families and stuff like that. It is what it is. Well, at what point R. Kelly actually got married to Aaliyah?
Now, around that time, I wasn't there. Because of the way things were going and, and just the certain way he was, I would leave off and on throughout everything. I've left quite a few times, went back, left quite a few times, went back. So during the time where he actually allegedly married her, I wasn't there. That's when the road manager guy was around, you know what I'm saying? And that was them, you know what I mean? So I don't know too much about that.
Well, R. Kelly's lawyer claimed that at the time of the marriage, Aaliyah had, lied about her age and said 18. And he said that R. Kelly didn't know that she wasn't 18. But like I said before, there's a video where R. Kelly's introducing her as a 14-year-old. Mm-hmm. So from your point of view, there was absolutely no gray area in terms of R. Kelly knowing that she was 14, 15 years old.
Absolutely.
Okay. The whole assassination attempt thing with you, Rick, did that happen before or after this whole Aaliyah thing?
I believe it was afterwards.
After.